Hold on. Okay. I needed to turn my fan off because I have some things to say. And it's very important to me that you can hear me. I was writing this morning. I really enjoy journaling. It is not only keeps me sane as much as that is possible, but I enjoy writing. I enjoy writing a lot. So I wrote 11 pages this morning. And I am just going to read something that I think maybe some other women should hear. You can listen to if you're not a woman, but this is mostly pertaining to women. So do keep that in mind. Okay? Smart, creative women are addicted to suffering. We are only paid great attention to when we have endured great suffering. Maybe because we think of suffering and resilience as a male trait, and we only applaud women or think of them as cool or brave when they do something masculine. We don't write about women that never had to suffer. We don't adore them, and we don't find them interesting. I'm thinking of highly regarded figures like Marilyn Monroe and Amy Winehouse. I think this greatly affects my bad habits and this gravitational pull towards things that are bad for me, both physically and mentally, but make for great stories. Things that are interesting and exciting. Telling someone that I am addicted to cigarettes and I starve myself to maintain my figure and I frequently have sex is a lot more interesting than telling people that I quit smoking, I eat healthy and exercise, and I'm celibate. These things are shallow though. You bite into them and they turn into dust. They have no sustenance and they're easy to obtain, and they only make for short-term satisfaction and short-term inspiration. They don't last because they suck the life out of you. Any one of these things will bleed you dry. They run their course and don't sustain you past their lifespan, which eventually becomes your own. External sources. But taking care of yourself, nurturing your body and mind despite the short-term satisfaction being within arm's reach at all times, that gives you life. It is like biting into fruit compared to biting into chalk. Having the strength and patience to show up for yourself every day and squeezing out juice from a fruit into the cup which you pour into yourself instead of a dirty sponge that will squeeze out a lot more juice and much quicker but will eventually mold and deteriorate and is a dirty sponge, that is the testament of will. Agony is easy, but bliss a war with flesh. It's one of my lyrics. But this is not the image we have of successful creative women. We have this weird glorified idea of a starving artist, a woman with real battle scars, as if women have to know suffering to be able to appreciate the beauty in life. We think of women who are sober, celibate, healthy, orderly, calm as boring. It's unfathomable to think that a woman might just be interesting enough, intelligent enough, cool enough, creative enough to be worth muttering a single word about her without needing to pull from external sources that will eventually kill her, if not physically, then at the very least and most guaranteed creatively. So as can be said for why women tend to begin starving themselves, I believe that creative women, women who want to be recognized for their art, torture themselves. As the anorexic sees skinnier women being given more attention, being treated better, so she does the simple math and starves herself so that she too will be treated better, the creative woman tortures herself so she will be seen as interesting, cool, resilient, worth writing about. What both these things have in common is for whom the viewing pleasure is granted to, whose opinions and predatory, judgmental eyes create the confines that we shrink ourselves to fit into. Men. It is all from the pleasurable viewpoint of men. So we must imagine a different world, a world in which women don't have to be skinny to be attractive, tortured to be respected, addicted to what will kill her to be adored. We must find joy in doing the things we've been taught are boring and meaningless, but are what actually serve as long-term sustenance for life and creativity. You cannot create if you are dead. And I think we can allow ourselves to partake in such things in very small doses every so often. Short-term satisfaction is not the absolute worst thing in the world, and it can exist without being your enemy, but it cannot be your source. It will bleed you dry if you let it become your source. Your inner artist, that becomes a vital organ, will suffer greatly and eventually perish if you allow such things to become your source. We must fuel our bodies and minds with things that are factually good for us, and this looks different for everyone, but you owe it to yourself. To live large and full, you cannot contain yourself to the confines built by men. You might be a shining star in your monkey cage, but it will not last. You have to break out of it and take up so much space in your own life that there is no space for the things and people that drain you, the systems that want to keep you confined. You owe it to yourself.